I need to know, Skip, what's your reaction to this? You look upset.
For the first time in my life, I am angry with Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
For what?
I am stunned and disappointed that he would stoop to give credibility and credence to not one debate, but two debates. He opened two wrong doors. He actually put himself in the same cute little sentence with LeBron James, who does not even belong in the same sentence with Michael Jordan. And then he opened a second door. Aaron Rodgers does not belong in the same breath with Tom Brady.
Not what Michael said.
Yeah, well, I know, but why would he stoop to do a commercial? Is it for money?
Really?
Does Michael need the money? How could NBC pay him enough with all the money he has to do an ad for Sunday Night Football?
$350 million last year.
Okay, so
$1.6 billion.
So does he need the money?
No.
No, he doesn't need the money. Does he need the attention? Does he need to stay relevant by doing a Sunday Night Football
Michael Jordan,
No, he doesn't need it. His sneakers will keep him relevant for the rest of his born days and then some, right?
Correct.
So why would he stoop to do this? Because he opened two huge doors.
He loves telling the truth.
Telling the truth?
That's what he loves, telling the truth.
Are you kidding me? If you put him on the lie detector right now, he would laugh out loud at LeBron James being in the same sentence. And he opened the door because it's a cute ad because they both wear 23 and the other two both wear 12.
No. So
okay.
I see what you did, Skip. He was talking about Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. And you took because LeBron tweeted something. That's
well, he was going there. That was the joke of the commercial. That was the little clever, conceit of the commercial was he was, oh, are we going to LeBron? No. And then, of course, LeBron, to his credit, jumped right on the bandwagon because Michael opened his door and LeBron ran through it like he should have.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
You open the door, flies come in your house.
And that's right. And a fly just got in Michael's house. A fly got in. It came right through the door because all the blind witnesses will say, oh, see, Michael's acknowledging that there's a competition between. There's no competition.
You're right. The competition been over. I thought the competition been over. Did you see what happened?
Do I have to say it again? Michael is 6-0 in finals versus LeBron's 3-6. Michael Jordan won 10 scoring titles to LeBron's 1. Do I need to start in again? How far do I need to go?
How about you go this far? The Cleveland Cavaliers, Jenny, were in the NBA Finals. They lose one player. They start the season 0-6. They fired their head coach.
I know.
Now, in 1993, the Chicago Bulls won 57 games and the NBA title. Michael Jordan retires. They win 55 games, which is 2 fewer games, and they are Hugh Holland's blown call away from advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals. They lost Kyrie Irving, who was a top 10, top 12, 13 player. They still go to the finals. So with that argument, Skip, I don't really think we need to have an argument.
I'm just getting started.
But
do I need to bring up that, as we saw just the other night, that in late game clutch free throw shooting, LeBron can't make one to save his life or his team's life. Okay, he just can't. And even, how about right now, LeBron without a co-star, without a solo star, a second star? Look at what's happened. This team could have only one win so far, if not for Lance Stevenson. Lance Stevenson saved the night.
And without LeBron, they could have no wins. Yeah. Where would they be? Let me ask you a question. If LeBron was still in Cleveland, do you believe Ty Lue would have lost his job?
No,
a simple yes or a simple no?
The Eastern Conference.
It doesn't matter.
Now that you're in the Western Conference. So let's just get this straight real quick on what's happened so far to LeBron here in L.A. Let's frame this. So the Lakers are down 1 with 8 minutes left at Portland. Close, King. Couldn't close. They're down 1 with 4:13 left against the Rockets in the Brawl game. Close, King. Couldn't close. Then they're up 6 with 56 seconds left in overtime against my Spurs on that Saturday night game. Close, King. Or last Monday night. Close. You got to close that. Nope, you couldn't. Then this past Saturday night, they're up 1 with 7 minutes left. 96-95 at San Antonio against what's left of my Spurs. Close it, King, and he couldn't close it. They lost again. Without Lance Stevenson just going crazy.
Whoa, just a second. With 2 minutes and 20 seconds, you're down by 1. 33-30. You're down 1. 33-32. Close, go. Tom Brady, close the game for us. You're down 1. What did he do, Skip Bayless? You played. I don't want to hear about he scored this. Close that game if you're the GOAT.
At that point, he had closed a whole bunch of them because he'd won 5.
So
5.
So LeBron had never closed any game.
And he closed another one that should have stayed closed, except for the luckiest play in the history of pro
football. So I'm hearing you correctly. So LeBron James has never, ever closed the game before. Prior to this year, he had never closed the game.
How about one that counts? Kyrie closed the one that counted.
How's Kyrie doing right now?
It just doesn't matter.
Oh, so you know what I'm
He's
doing?
coming off surgery. Second big surgery on the same knee.
You just told me anytime.
Is this about Kyrie or LeBron?
You told me anytime somebody's on the court and that jersey has your name on the back, they expect you to be great. But I don't know how we got off of what Michael originally started talking about, which was Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers.
He opened the LeBron.
Oh, no. I don't skip. I want LeBron. I was going to give LeBron a rest today. I want to give him – I will treat this like the Sabbath.
Yeah,
I'm going to give him a rest.
You want to sweep him under the carpet.
No.
Nobody notices what's going on. I got another thing I
can't sweep 35, 11, and 4 up under the carpet, but that's not what we're talking about.
So think about this. Tom Brady has won 5 out of 8 Super Bowls. It should be 6 out of 8.
Could be.
And Aaron Rodgers won 1 long ago Super Bowl. And since that Super Bowl, Aaron Rodgers is 5-6 in the postseason. And just during that stretch, Tom Brady is 13-5 in the postseason. And overall, Tom Brady is 27-10 to Aaron's 10-7. How can you put them in the same breath? It's like insulting to me that we're even having this conversation. And Michael opened the door doing a cutesy ad for NBC. Why? I don't know. He gained what? What's the win for Michael Jordan here? There's no win. There's no win. I'm angry with it for the first time. What are you thinking? Seriously. What are you thinking? Give me a rationale for this.
NBC asked him, said, Mike, would you mind doing this voiceover for us? We have a big game, probably the biggest Sunday night game that we've ever had. And we're talking about the 2 best quarterbacks in football playing currently. There's a lot of debate about which is better, Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. And he mentioned one guy is very accomplished, one guy physically gifted. That's what he said. Michael Jordan said it.
I agree.
Okay, then.
I agree.
So now
he did it.
He said now there's a lot of conversation that's going to go back and forth over the water cooling at the barbershop and on the debate shows. He says, but you know, only one way to settle this thing. He said, they play. I'm going to watch.
So LeBron's like, want to play one-on-one now? Skip. Michael's like 65?
I keep asking you to stop bringing LeBron into this equation.
Way to go, LeBron.
We're talking about
Show me some guts.
We're talking about Aaron Rodgers, and we're talking about Tom Brady. And I just want you to tell me, why didn't Tom close when he was down 32-33 in the Super Bowl? I don't want to hear about 505. I don't want to hear about
It was simply the all-time record for any playoff game. It was simply the most points ever scored by a loser in the Super Bowl, 33 points.
The most points ever scored in a finals game in which the player lost were 51. But he came to my restaurant, and you didn't make excuses. You say you got to close the game. So I just want to know why all of a sudden you find every way possible to make excuses for Tom Brady. I don't care if his defense gave up 7,000 yards. You go get me 7,001. If you're the GOAT, you can do it.
How did the genius Bill Belichick's defense give up 41 to the backup quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles? Help me out. Was it because Malcolm Butler had to watch from the sidelines from the doghouse? I don't know. Maybe.
That same genius that told his returner, do not bring the ball out of the end zone to run useless time off the clock. The same genius that had his snapper snap the ball over the punter's head in Denver and take the safety and end up winning the ball game to get the ball back to Tom Brady. That genius. See, Skip, sometimes it's the little things that goes unnoticed that leads to the greatness or shows how great a coach is. See, you think, well, this is his expertise, defense. Well, if they're not the 2,000 Ravens, they can't be good. Well, who's on that defense that is 2,000 Ravens or 2,000 Bucks or the 70 Steelers? No one. The mere fact that he's able to do this speaks volume to his greatness. Do you remember what he did to the 90 Buffalo Bills, who were ahead of their time with the K-gun? That game plan is in the Hall of Fame. You know that, Skip Bayless.
He was the coordinator, and he still should be a coordinator.
Don't do that, Skip Bayless.
That's what he did best.
Skip, don't do that. The man got 5 Super Bowls. You talking about he should still be a coordinator.
Well, as a head coach, he had losing records in 5 of his first 6 seasons. And guess who fell out of heaven into his lap?
Mike Shanahan, Pete Carroll. Some guys, everybody is not as great the first. Look at Tom Coughlin. Tom Coughlin didn't really win anything. Tom Coughlin got the job.
I'm so offended by this.
Don't be offended, Skip.
See, we even saw yesterday. It's classic Aaron Rodgers. He's going to throw a teammate under the bus. It's his fault. He's a blame.
That's not what he said.
It's not leadership. What did we see LeBron do at the end of Game 1 of the NBA Finals at Oakland? He just melted down on the bench, and he separated himself from the team. I don't want to associate with that mess.
The same thing we saw Tom do. When Tom's yelling and screaming at teammates for running the wrong route.
Which one? Which one?
Taekwon Underwood.
Taekwon Underwood happened like 10 years ago, and he was cut 2 days later.
If you don't mind me asking, did it happen?
It happened over on the bench. Oh, he had just joined the team. He ran the wrong route.
They kept T.O. out of the Hall of Fame for things that happened on the bench.
And then, did you see LeBron's already started with his Lakers? Did you see the late timeout in the Laker game on Saturday night? I watch every.
No, what did he say? What did he do?
LeBron went over and sat on the scores table when they'd fallen down 8 with 1:30. He goes and sits on the scores table because that's who he is. He's Aaron Rodgers or vice versa. They're the same guy. He sits on the scores table like, I ain't associated with that mess in the huddle.
He got it.
You guys tell me what
he got it.
Do.
And he got it down to what?
Way to go.
We got it down to what? Rondo should have took that layup, but that's not what we're talking about. Skip,
Rondo
I don't know.
should not have taken
I don't know what.
That was a smart play. That was a Todd Gurley special. Right there.
That's a smart play if you got Steph Curry. If you got Klay Thompson, if you got one of these great three-point shooters, where is that at on the Lakers team? But we're not talking about that. I want you to stop trying to get me off topic. Michael Jordan said that there is a debate going on that needs to be settled.
Yeah,
it will be settled on Sunday night.
I hope they paid him $1 billion. Because that's the only reason he
might get it for free. Because he wants the answers just like everybody else does.
Stop it.
Or maybe Mike knows what I know to be true.
What's he doing?
You know what he's doing.
I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he owed somebody a favor at NBC.
Don't do that, Skip Bayless. Don't do that.
I have no idea.
You mad at Michael Jordan?
I am.
Throwing me off. It was different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Throwing me off.
He's opened up all these
debates.
Making me sick. Oh, but are you also...